Hello and welcome to Up All Night presents Last Rental with Greg. I'm Greg, and in this last rental video, I pulled off the shelf for you guys Night of the Creeps, written and directed by Fred Dekker, who also did The Monster Squad, one of my all-time favorite movies. You remember The Monster Squad, The Wolfman's Got Nards, one of the best movies out there from the 80s. And so is this. This is a very underrated, underappreciated 80s movies in my opinion. The movie also stars Jason Lively, Steve Marshall, Joe Whitlow, and the legendary kick-ass Tom Atkins, who has said this is one of his all-time favorite roles he has ever done. This movie is awesome. This is a throwback to those 50s era B-movies. The movie starts off where with these little aliens in space, and this experiment goes right, and this canister falls from the spaceship and crash lands onto Earth in 1959. And the movie starts out in black and white. It's got that old school, 50s vibe to it with the music and everything at this little college campus where these sorority sisters are. And one of the sorority sisters is going out with this guy and the sorority sister just so happened to be Tom Atkins' girlfriend. Well, he wasn't Tom Atkins at the time. He was a young guy, he's a cop. And she's going out with this guy, and also there just so happens to be an escaped lunatic on the list as well, hunting down sorority girls. And so this canister falls there. This girl and this guy sees it. The guy goes after it, and a slug comes out and jumps down his throat. And, we flash forward to the 80s, right? We're back into the 80s, and we have Jason Lively and Steve Marshall, who are these bumbling, nerdy college kids. And, Jason wants to get with, his character wants to get with Jill Whitlow's character, who is amazingly hot in this movie. And it's one of the rare moments where the final girl actually does go topless, and you do get to see her goods. So yes, that is in the movie as well. So, in order to try to get her attention, they try to pledge this fraternity with the classic blonde-haired, preppy, bad, pricky guy who runs the fraternity, and they want him to steal a body. So they go to this cryogenic facility within the school to try to steal a body, and it just so happens the guy that was possessed by this slug has been frozen in there, and they accidentally let him out, and he goes free. And once he gets back to the sorority, his head splits open, and all these slugs come out. And then as the movie progresses, a lot of people start to get possessed by these slugs and become zombie-like creatures. And then we meet Tom Atkins' character, who's now this grizzled old detective who's investigating this. And his classic line in this movie, "Thrill me." Oh man, Tom Atkins, badass, right? So he tells the kids the story of what happened with this girl. The axe guy actually ended up killing his girl, and he killed the axe guy and buried him. And one of the greatest scenes in this movie is one of the slugs actually gets into where he buried, Tom Atkins buried the axe guy, and he comes busting out of the ground into this home, and it's just really creepy, and it's just insane. You gotta love the practical effects in this. And one scene, if you blink and you miss a moment in the movie, is when Steve Marshall's character is in the bathroom being attacked by the slugs. Written on the bathroom wall way in the back, it actually says Monster Squad, because Fred Dekker just found out that they were going to make the Monster Squad while he was filming this movie. So that is awesome that is in there, connection to the two. So the movie keeps going until Jason Lively's character and Joe Whitlow's character and Tom Atkins' characters come together to battle these slugs, and it has this bittersweet sort of ending, depending on which version you watch, because there are two versions of the film, and this contains both of them, the director's cut and the theatrical cut, and it just depends on how you feel. There's one ending with the dog, and there's one ending, with something that happens with Tom Atkins' character. But it's just one of those great throwback to the B movies of the 50s that the 80s excelled so well at, and I really like this movie, and I really think Fred Dekker needs a little more appreciation for this movie. This movie is awesome, and I just absolutely love Tom Atkins' performance in this movie. You just can't go wrong with that. But there you guys have it for Night of the Creeps on Last Rental. Now, if you had a chance for one last rental, what would it be?
If you're ever thinking about buying or renting, you come see me. You hear?
Yeah, I'll come see you.